Okay, guys and girls from the traditional bow hunting community, it's been a while since I posted a video, but I figured I'd get on here and show you what I've been up to for the last month or two. I've built a few bows. I guess to start will be this. There's a lot of firsts in this video. This is my first recurve bow that I've built. It's a 64-inch hickory bow. It's got Osage orange tip overlays. It has a Osage orange quiver that I built. It's 50 pounds at 27 inches. It's a shooter. It's a real nice shooting bow. Real nice. That's the first bow that's my first recurve that I've ever built. All right, then this is the second recurve that I was building. This is like a 62-inch recurve. It has walnut tip overlays. This bow has got a lot of firsts. This is my first two-piece takedown recurve. My first sinew-backed recurve. And this is going to be my first rattlesnake skin on the backing with rattlesnake skin. So that's going to be a lot of firsts just in this one bow. It's a shooter. It was 56 pounds at 27. And I was shooting, I had a string that was a little bit loose, and I was shooting some arrows with a loose knock. And the knock, it happened twice. The knock broke twice, and I was checking it out, and it seemed like I had a little teeny tiny hairline crack on the front of the bow. So I wrapped it with sinew, then I sinewed over top of that wrap. And when I was putting the sinew on there, it messed the tiller up and made this limb a lot stouter than this limb. And this is the top limb, and it needs to be more than the bottom limb, so I had to tiller it. And when I tillered it, I had to take so much off of it that it got down to like 43 pounds, which it was a smooth shooter. That was before I put the sinew back on it. I don't know how, I probably have to do some more tillering after the sinew cures. When the sinew cures, I'm going to put rattlesnake skin over the top of it. Actually, I'm going to put some leather over top of this. I'm going to wrap this with rattlesnake skin, and I'm going to put a leather wrap over top of this sinew just to dress it up a little bit on both sides. That way I don't need quite as long a rattlesnake skin. I only need from right here to the tip, so I can make this rattleskin hide that I have work. But yeah, this is my two-piece recurve. Right now it's 43 pounds. I'm not sure what it's going to be when the sinew cures. But I know after I tillered it again, before the sinew, it had a lot of string follow. It was following the string like maybe 3/4 of an inch. And it had maybe like a ½ inch of set. But after I put the sinew on here, this thing has got some reflex. It's like curving big time. I'm not sure. I don't know how to do some measurements, but it definitely took away this set. And hopefully it stays that way. I'll keep you posted on this bow, because this bow right here is like one of my first like major challenges. And I also built a quiver for it too. It's made out of hickory, stained with dark walnut. It's a Velcro. I put Velcro on this one because it's a two-piece, and you need to be able to take it down. So I've got Velcro. I sewed some leather Velcro straps, and so you can take it off real easy. My other recurves that I built, they're a little pain. They got a screw that holds the quiver on there, but pretty nice quiver. I mean, it turned out good. I got my ace of spades there, my little ace of spades for the Annihilator Selfbow. If you want to know what the ace of spades is, look up the Vietnam and The Ace of Spades is a death card. That's why I call my bows Annihilators, because the Ace of Spades. Because there was a platoon in Vietnam named Annihilators. You look it up, you'll see what I'm talking about. But yeah, there's a quiver that I built for the two-piece takedown. And the project I'm going to be working on today, which I'm not going to show because putting sinew on a bow, I can't film. It's messy. I don't want to get stuff on my camera. But when I get the bow, I'm going to show you the bow now. Then I'm going to show you when I get done. Then I'm going to show it to you after it cures. I'll probably end up putting artificial snake skins on this one because I only have one rattlesnake skin. Actually, I found that snake on the side of the road on camping about, I don't know, 20 years ago. And this thing is, I've had it for a long time, and I never thought that I'd be putting it on the back of a homemade Selfbow. But yeah, it's a big rattlesnake. I found this thing on the road, dead. It looked like it was pretty fresh hit. I just throwed it in the cooler. We camped for that weekend. I come home, scun it out, and I salted it. I don't know if that salt on the back is going to have any issue with the snake, but we're going to try to put it on the back of that two-piece recurve. So when I get all that done, I'll show you that too. But I've been pulling sinew apart, deer tenderloin sinew, or deer backstrap, whatever you want to call it. I call it tenderloin. But this is the sinew that's going to go on the back of the bow that I'm getting ready to do, and I'll show you. This is how I usually do my deer tenderloins. I start in the middle and start separating it and leave the top. Then I come through and pull a bunch of threads loose as I'm going, work my way down. Then I come back and take the top apart. That way your sinew's not going everywhere. It's staying together until you're ready to take the top part apart. That way you still got, looks like a turkey beard, a giant turkey beard. But yeah, that's how I do my deer back straps. Well, that's how I just started doing this, so I have no idea. But we're going to find out, because if this sinew stuff works with fire hardening and the sinew getting the back set, that's good. All right, here's the bow that I'm going to, this bow has already been tillered, finished. I sanded all the finish off the front. It's got a lot of string follow, as you can see. So I'm hoping to get that out and get some reflex in it. I'm going to put it on this jig right here. I'm going to clamp it down to get these limbs bending forward. Then I'm going to sinew back it and let it set for, I don't know, maybe as much bend as in that bow. I'm probably going to let it set for a week, at least a week, maybe two, before I even take it off the jig. But I'm going to clamp it down somehow to this jig and bend the limbs forward, sinew back it. Then this one will get the artificial snake skin. I'm thinking about maybe doing, I might do the copperhead artificial snake skins from Three Rivers on this one. This bow right here is a hickory bow. It's got a Osage orange and a walnut handle, glued on grip. This is like one of my first bows that I was building. Yeah, I sanded down a veneer and stuck on the back, which is probably going to come off when I have to retiller this bow. I'm going to try to leave some of the Osage orange, maybe 8 to 10 inches up on the upper limb, because I think it looks cool. But yeah, hopefully we can get this bow down to about, it's 50 pounds at 27 right now. It shoots hard, but it's a shorter bow. It's only like 59.5 inches. It's a shorter bow, and it's hard to hold the 50 pounds with this short bow. This bow here is 64, and it's 50 pounds, but it's so much smoother and easier to hold because it's got that extra 4 inches. And it's recurved. And like I said, this bow here, I'm going to put this sinew on it today. This bow here, it's been sinew back for maybe a week, week and a half, probably a week, a little over a week. I've been keeping it in the heat, and it's gained, I don't know how much, I don't know, it's gained a lot, man. I'd say at least, I don't know, looking at it, I'd say it's gained at least 3/4 of an inch back set to a 1/2 inch string follow. So it's doing pretty good. I want to pull it back so bad, but I'm going to let that sinew cure out for another week or two. Then when that cures out for another week or two, then I'm going to take this snake skin and put on it and let that cure for I don't know, maybe a month. And when I get this bow sinew back, like I said, it's a pain to try to film it. And I don't want to be touching the camera. And plus, I'm no expert. This is like the second bow that I've ever sinew back. But I seen what it did to that bow with that string follow. And this thing here, it's got some back. I mean, it's got some set big time. So what I might try to get these limbs to bend here a little bit more to get rid of this set in here. I might try to put the blocks right in here. Then bend it down, maybe right about half the limb, maybe 3/4 of the limb. Start right here where the limb's thicker, and try to bend it down to get some of this set out of these inner limbs. And just because I'm going to run the sinew all the way through the handle. All right, guys. When I get this thing sinewed, I'll probably post that video, post this being finished sinewed, and I have the video for the 64-inch recurve, getting it to fire hardening. The roughing in, cutting into limbs, getting it ready for the backset jig. I got all that on video, so I'll put that on there too. I'm just showing you how I've been doing this, and you know, everybody's got their own preference on how they do things. So this is just going to be a video of how I do things. I use a draw knife. I use modern electric tools. I do whatever it takes to build a bow, because it's way faster. If you're doing it all by hand, it takes forever. I can do it by hand, but it takes forever. Not unless somebody actually wants to pay for a regular hand-built bow. If somebody wants to buy a bow that's built strictly by hand, they're going to have to pay for it because it's a lot more work. I can take a sander in about, I don't know, hour and a half and have a bow roughed out, ready to go on the fire pit in an hour and a half. If I was doing it with a draw knife and a file, I'd be there for probably a day, 2 day, day and a half. But anyways, you're watching Outdoors with Little Nicky. Stay tuned. I'll put the roughing in of this bow on the video and the finished sinew back on this long bow. Stay tuned. Hope you enjoy the video. Hope it didn't bore you. Like and subscribe. You all have a good day.